Cristiano Ronaldo once made a promise to his mother that sounded impossible. He had no money, no fame, and no guarantee he would ever become a footballer. But years later, that promise changed his family's life forever. This is the emotional story that most fans have never heard. What if I told you that before Cristiano Ronaldo became one of the greatest footballers in history, he made a promise to his mother that seemed completely impossible? A promise made by a poor young boy living on a small island, with no money, no fame, and no guarantee that he would ever succeed. But years later, that promise changed his family's life forever. Cristiano Ronaldo was born on the Portuguese island of Madeira, where his family struggled financially almost every single day. Their home was small, money was always short, and sometimes even buying basic necessities was difficult. His mother, Maria Dolores, worked long hours as a cook and cleaner just to keep food on the table, while his father worked as a kit man at a local football club. Despite working hard, life never became easy. Ronaldo watched his parents sacrifice everything for their children, especially his mother, who often hid her own pain behind a smile so her family wouldn't lose hope. As a little boy, Ronaldo loved football more than anything else. He would spend hours playing in the streets, dreaming of becoming a professional footballer, even though almost everyone believed it was just a childish fantasy. People around him thought he should focus on finding a normal job because becoming a football star from a tiny island like Madeira seemed impossible. But Ronaldo believed differently. One evening, after seeing his exhausted mother return home from another long day of work, he quietly told her something she would never forget. He looked into her eyes and promised, "One day, I'll make sure you never have to work again." Those words sounded impossible because they came from a young boy who had nothing except a dream and unbelievable determination. At the age of just 12, Ronaldo left his family behind and moved nearly 1,000 kilometers away to Lisbon to join Sporting CP's academy. It was one of the hardest moments of his life. For the first time, he was completely alone. He missed his mother every single day, cried himself to sleep many nights, and sometimes felt like packing his bags and going back home. The pressure was enormous because he knew his family had sacrificed everything to give him this opportunity. If he failed, all their sacrifices would mean nothing. Life at the academy wasn't easy either. Older players laughed at his accent because he came from Madeira. Some made fun of him, and others believed he wasn't strong enough to survive professional football. There were days when he felt completely broken, but every time he thought about giving up, he remembered the promise he had made to his mother. Instead of quitting, he trained harder than everyone else. While other players rested after practice, Ronaldo stayed on the pitch, practicing free kicks, finishing, sprinting, and improving every weakness in his game. Coaches began noticing that his work ethic was different from everyone else. He wasn't just chasing trophies, he was chasing a promise. Years later, Manchester United discovered his incredible talent, and everything started changing. Under Sir Alex Ferguson, Ronaldo transformed from a skinny teenager into one of the best footballers in the world. Goals, trophies, Champions League titles, Ballon d'Or awards, and worldwide fame followed. But deep inside, Ronaldo never forgot where he came from. The greatest reward wasn't becoming famous. It wasn't winning the Champions League or lifting the Ballon d'Or. The greatest reward came when he finally fulfilled the promise he had made as a child. He bought his mother a beautiful home, made sure she would never have to work again, supported his entire family, and gave them the comfortable life they had only dreamed about for years. Every success Ronaldo achieved became proof that impossible promises can become reality when matched with discipline, sacrifice, and relentless hard work. Even today, despite earning millions and breaking countless records, Ronaldo often says that family remains the most important part of his life because they stood beside him when he had absolutely nothing. The world remembers Cristiano Ronaldo as a football legend, a goal-scoring machine, and one of the greatest athletes in history. But behind every trophy, every celebration, and every record lies the story of a little boy from Madeira who refused to break a promise he made to his mother. And perhaps that's the biggest lesson from Ronaldo's life. Sometimes the strongest motivation isn't money, fame, or success. It's keeping a promise to the people who believed in you before the world ever did.